stuff via electricity. And there's a farm show coming up in my hometown, actually. And one of the things they highlighted was that one of the areas in the farm show is going to be heated with biogas, which is kind of interesting, actually. And they're really highlighting that fact as a way, you know, something that farmers can use on their farm to heat their farm, or to, I think, generate electricity as well. I know in Ontario, at least, a lot of people are gunning for what is it, wind energy. So, but that is a very controversial topic in Ontario, because some people think, yes, we should have more wind energy, and other people are saying, no, we shouldn't, it causes these, this, and this, and this problem. So a lot of back and forth is what it boils down to. Alright, last strip right here. Perfect. Look at that. Nice. Alright, we got that last little strip at the top there, and then we just gotta fertilize, and then we are good to go. Excellent. Let's just kick it up into high gear. Also, another quick note, you probably wouldn't drive all over the crop after you've seeded it as well. Not unless you had to. Alright, how am I going to do this? I think I can go straight up here. I think there's a point where it gets almost to the top and then it can't go any higher. Let's just close this. Oh, we don't have slip on here. Oh, I was doing that all without all-wheel drive on. Go figure. It's not slipping, so that's good. It was interesting, the very first time it rained on this map, and I was trying to do something after it rained, did not work out at all. It made everything really, really difficult. Which is what it would be like in real life, right? So like if you were trying to, you know, cultivate a field after it rained, it would be all muddy, so trying to do that in the game was just hilarious, basically. Like just trying to do it was just, even with all-wheel drive on, it was just like, yeah, good luck. Alright. Line her up here. Perfect. And I'm going so slowly right now just because if I put it into any higher gear, it's gonna go just ridiculous, basically. And I won't be able to control it, so just put it in first gear there, and then we'll see how she goes. Alright, let's take the turn here. Nice. Kick it up into third gear, and let's see what happens. We should be able to get up this hill. As we get further, I guess, as we get to a certain point, it'll be fine for now. Then there'll be a certain point where it gets really difficult to seed the field. Actually, what we're gonna do is maybe we'll do this. We'll just cut the field right here in half. This might make my life a bit easier. But oh, I couldn't imagine doing this. Like, I think it was Ayasu69 was saying that if you actually cultivate the field, your tractor will slide along the field. If you're like right now, this tractor might actually slide if it were really slippery, obviously. So, could you imagine being in a tractor and seeding a field or cultivating or moving a hay bale, for example, and your tractor slides? That would scare the bejesus out of me. Mainly because it probably wouldn't be my tractor in my scenario either, but it would be pretty scary. It's not too bad. Making good progress here. Why does this hill seem all of a sudden not nearly as bad as it was when we first started this season? Jeez. I seem to recall it being just a little bit more difficult when we first started. But it might be due to the fact that we had that ELS limiter on as well, so could be all sorts of nonsense. Who knows? Alright, let's see how much of this we can get done. We're pretty close now. This part's probably the slowest part because I can't put it in the third gear going downhill because I'll just fly down the hill. But you definitely have to kind of like fiddle around. Like technically if I was driving a tractor and it was me personally, I would have to, you know, just set the throttle and then put it in the appropriate gear and you'd be fine basically, but not in this game. In this game they make it a little bit more interesting for you. Let's just go straight actually. Looks like we're going to make good headway here, so it's not too bad. Drop it in the first gear, turn down the hill. Nice. Excellent. Good. And this does... So this is a situation where I'd love to be able just to hire a worker and go to something else, but as you've seen multiple times, have not been able to successfully hire workers in this particular season with the moralistic mods installed, so it's a bit unfortunate, but it's just what it is. Alright, let's turn up here. Kick it into high gear, and let's see how well we can get up this hill. No, it's not too bad, actually. 6 kilometers an hour is a pretty good speed going up a hill, I think. Especially when you're not cultivating, but when you're seeding, so I can't say that's bad. But it's definitely not quick either. Although, could you imagine if I were to have this field and I were to use courseplay on it, it would be kind of interesting. Because I think the hills would present a bit of a problem for some of the vehicles. Just depends on, I think it just depends on what they're going for. Because, like, for example, if it's a harvester, you could set it to as a headland first, and then maybe it would be okay, but not 100%. Almost done. It's funny when you play. I found when I play with the moralistic mod, everything seems almost painfully slow. Because it's like, oh well, let's get up this hill. 5 minutes later, all right, let's pick up this. 5 minutes later. Oh man. Let's lower the speed again, take the turn. Nice. I know some of you may feel that I've cut the season a bit short, but I just don't feel into this particular season with the moralistic as much as I have been with the other ones, so that's another reason, and I want to make sure you guys enjoy watching the videos, and if I don't feel as if I'm enjoying the video or enjoying making the video as much, then there's a bit of a problem. So that's yet another reason why I've decided to change it up a little bit. Let me know if you think I'm cutting it short. I'm kind of curious. If you have any suggestions for smaller maps, not Spring Hill Farms. Everyone wants me to do Spring Hill Farms. That map's been done and over too many times already. I'm not going to play on it, let's just say that. But if you do have a map suggestion, by all means, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. Remember, small maps, not big maps. I already have a big map for the time being. Like I said, I do have a map in mind, but it's not 100%. It's not something I've set in stone already, so if you do have a good suggestion and I do like the map, by all means, make a suggestion. That's how we ended up on the Modern American Farming map, actually. I think it was, I want to say it was Dakota was his name, maybe Dylan, I can't remember. He suggested I check out the map, and it was a pretty darn good map, and that's how we ended up there. The only downfall there was the amount of yield we got, which was a bit off. And apparently, that's just it's the same for all of the maps from American Eagle modding. Talked to a couple other guys who have played on those maps, and they said the same thing happened to them. So it wasn't just me and some mod conflict. It was it's a common thing apparently. So, which is fine. Not a problem. All right, last little strip here. This is the most ridiculous seeding job ever. Lots of circles. I would say I was doing crop circles almost, but no. If I had, I don't know, I'm not sure how you'd actually seed with this particular seeder. I suppose you would just go up and down the field like normal and just lift it, I guess, is my guess. But because it is a pull behind, you can't just lift it right out of the ground. You gotta, well, You can lift it out of the ground, but I mean, like, can't lift it up. That's what I'm getting at. Alright, let's get this little strip here. I'm not going to worry about all the little strips, but this one right here, that's pretty big, and we're going right beside it. Let's get this one. Perfect. Alright, let's just get off the crop here. Apparently I should set my cruise control a little bit better there, jeez. Just getting a glass of water there and or sipping on the water, and then next thing I know my tractor's bouncing all over the place. Actually, most tractors aren't super comfortable. Well, let's say older tractors aren't super comfortable. A lot of the newer ones are like in a luxury car, basically. Whoa! A lot of the new ones are like a luxury car, basically, so. You gonna get in my way? Is that how it's gonna be? Whew, that was close. But the older tractors, not super comfortable. The seats are comfortable, but you gotta deal with a lot of noise usually, so. Well, let's just park him here. That's good. Alright, where is the case? Perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Apparently the case has got a little bit too much pickup in comparison. Let's get this. Perfect. Time for a 30-point turn. There we go. Oh, I gotta remember not to drive on this part. Whoops. Alright, let's see how much of this field we can actually get done. And we'll go from there. Maybe it'll be a bit easier this time around because we do have the ELS limiter. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's turn it on. And third gear. That's really third gear? Huh. Nope. Is that as fast as we're gonna go, really? Maybe? So maybe the ELS limiter does work with this tractor, but the other tractors were not so receptive to plus and minus. But this one definitely has been so far, so. Oh, gotta make sure I don't leave a huge space there. There we go. That's too much now. Oh man. Fertilizing this bad boy. Actually, I discovered a new fertilizer spreader on FS-UK the other day, and it was a really nice looking fertilizer spreader. Excuse me. It was a really nice fertilizer spreader, but I thought it would do manure as well, or solid manure. Unfortunately, it did not, but it was a pretty nice looking thing. Here, let me show you what I was talking about. I think I showed you this in another episode. I can't remember. Can't keep track of everything. Machine types. Where are we here? Here it is. This one right here. The Kevlarland Spreader Plus. Apparently it fertilizes or lime, whatever that is, on your field. But I don't think that really makes a difference in most maps. The lime part I'm referring to. The fertilizer definitely makes a big difference, but the lime I'm not so sure of. Go figure. Maybe it's what I'm doing, but usually this has a bit more of a trouble doing this type of activity. Well, at least it has in the past. Just because of this, not speed, but yeah, this definitely seems to be responding to the whole plus and minus. But this is the only tractor that seems to be. Because it doesn't say. Does it say anything about? No. No, it doesn't. Because I know some of them do say, you know, hit plus or minus for this. And whatnot. But this one definitely seems to be doing something, which is good. Last little strip here. Then we can accelerate time. At least this way we know we won't go fast. Yeah, definitely seems like this tractor does go faster with the plus and minus. That's strange. I wonder why the other tractors don't as well. Maybe it's because this one has a built-in ELS limiter or something? I don't know. Let's see if we can't get this last little bit here. There we go. Let's go forward a little bit, get the last little bit. Nice. Let's get this little strip over here. Perfect. Look at that. Like a pro. Alright. Let's get this back to the farm. Just hit that at maximum speed, basically. Oh, man. And where is it? I think it's in the other part, so let's just go over here. And let's grab the wagon. There we go. And oops. Didn't mean to hit the wall there. Meant to just sneak in there, but guess I was going a little too fast. There we go. And now let's grab this wagon. Yes, it is good. Works perfectly then. Alright. Perfect. Turn them off for the time being. Hop in our combine, which is right here. And let's line her up. I wonder if this combine was affected by that ELS thing as well. I don't think so, mind you, but I definitely don't remember going this slow in comparison to the Serbian farm where we started off with this. Oh well. Nice little drive through the woods here in our combine. Yeah, you would never do this in a combine. You would definitely find a safer route, that's for sure. Alright, let's just turn this off. Time for a little magic. Alright, ready? And is it gonna be done? Let's just see. Looks like it's not done yet. That's what the barley looks like when it's half grown. Potatoes in 2 days. Alright, not quite there yet. Let's go to the next day. You can do it this way. Fast forward to the next day and then see what happens. Field number 2. No, we don't want to buy field number 2. Ta-da! Oh. There's no withering on this map, mind you, but farm shop and 1 day. So we could fast forward time 1 more day, but we'll just start now. And then we'll have all of our barley ready to go. Where are we? There we are. Now the one nice thing about this combine is that actually let's put the chopper on. We don't need what button is it? I forget. Shredder 7. Oops. Turn off chopper. Nope. I'd like to turn it on, please. Key 7. Ooh, that's strange. That should just pop up. Let's do this. Alright, let's see if it works this time. But it's supposed to. actually... Oops. Helps if I press the right button. Maybe it's because I'm not in it. No. I seem to recall being able to do it. Maybe it's because of this. It's probably because I'm not in work mode. That's my guess. That's my guess. Alright, it's in work mode now. Should do... Yeah, there it goes. So, there you go. Need to put it in work mode first. Let's get this started. Beauty. Look at that. Nice. Now, I don't know, I couldn't imagine actually combining with this thing because I can't see the other side over there. Not very well, at least. I don't know how the driver would actually get around to doing it. Because you can't really see this side very well. I guess that's not true, you kind of can. If you look right there, you can kind of see the end of it at least, but it does make your life a bit more difficult not being able to see that side. Like you can just go over here, hey look, there's the end, this side, not so much. Alright, nice. So this is what it feels like to do a longer episode on this map. That's funny. We've actually accomplished a few things. We managed to fertilize and seed a field in the same episode, which is a nice change. Before, in the 15 minutes, we weren't actually able to get a crazy amount done. And the idea was to do a lot of it on camera, but in the end, I just couldn't do it all on camera because we would just have no progress at all, basically. So that is why I did some of it on camera, some of it off of camera. There we go. Let's get that. Missed the tree. Good. It's funny. I don't know if you remember when we got the Class Dominator trying to do this. Same thing with the Class Dominator, just did not work at all. I wonder if I can increase the speed using plus like this. No, didn't think so. It's worth a try, right? Yeah, it's worth a try. But I do like this combine. I don't know why. I think it's because it's a simple combine. It's got in-cab sounds. It's pretty detailed. I guess I can hire a worker now. Oh, that's cool. You can see right in the back right there, which is kind of interesting. You can actually do that with most combines, but... is there any in-cab stuff? I don't think so. No. But... working parts on the outside. Yeah, all around a really nice combine. I wish there was more like this. I wish there was a John Deere, like an older John Deere that was like this, or even a Case that was like this. I did find a couple older Case combine mods that they were alright, but I didn't like them personally, just because of my style, I guess. But it did make... I remember when I was trying to choose a combine, when I was playing the Modern American Farming map, trying to find American combines that weren't John Deere's, basically. There definitely were a lot of those, but there weren't nearly as many Cases I found. And by nearly as many, I mean nearly as many good ones. There were definitely ones out there, but they weren't necessarily good ones, so. Which is a bit of a shame, really. Because, as we all know, we would like to have each company well represented, but in modding land, it's not always the case, unfortunately. You do get some companies that are better represented. For example, John Deere's, Cases is fairly well represented as well, but not always. Not always. New Holland has some stuff out there, but you don't hear much about New Holland. What else is there? New Holland Case. I don't think there's any Kubota combines that I know of, at least. There may be, but I don't know of them offhand. Is he getting all that? Yes. But you tend to find a lot more John Deeres specifically, I found at least. And within the John Deeres, not always really good ones. There are lots of them, but some of them are pretty terrible. Some of them are pretty good. Just depends on the mod itself or the mod author and whatnot. So. Like for example, if you look at the person who did the John Deere's the 7R series, I think it is. Those ones are fantastic, but not every mod is nearly that nice, which makes me sad. I would love to see every mod made to that kind of standard, but we would probably have a lot slower release of mods in that scenario because they just can't keep up. They wouldn't be able to produce nearly as many. But oh well. Alright. Nope, missed a little bit there. No, not really. Thought I missed more than that, but apparently I didn't. Alright, let's get this backed up. I don't know why. I don't remember this thing having such a hard time backing up. It's like it doesn't work nearly as well. Oh well. I blame it on the more realistic mod. But it's funny because we did play with it with this combine with the more realistic mod. Maybe it was a different version and that's the reason why. I don't know. Alright, let's hop into the case here. I don't know how long I've been recording for. What I'll do is I'll do a little bit more of this field and I think I'll call it an episode. Just because my voice is getting a bit parched and I don't want to hurt it because I do use my voice quite a lot. I do use it a lot for work. And trying to talk at work when you have a sore throat, it makes it a lot more difficult. Let's just say that. Let's do a little bit of a U-turn here. Don't run over the crops. Perfect. And also because the other reason being is that got somebody coming over soon too. So I think it's been like an hour maybe or something. I don't know. Alright. Perfect timing. Look at that. He's probably at 80% or something. Oops. Nice. 80%. You should line up perfectly with a case. Excellent. And I'll just move him forward a little bit more. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so I'll end it there for the time being, folks. Well, not really for the time being. Ended it there for this series. Yeah, so look out, keep an eye out for the next... I don't want to call it the mini season or the mini series because it won't be a mini series. Because it's not going to be a small, short episodes. Actually, you know what? Before we stop, let's go sell this. Or at least we end in the positive. It's not a great demand, but at least we'll make some money from it. Well, it's not a great demand yet, so. Because I don't want to end in the negative, because that would just be... Oof. Don't want to do that. It's what it boils down to. Yeah, so like I said, what you can do is you can leave a comment and let me know what small map you'd like to see me on other than Spring Hill, because it's not happening. Let's just say that. It's a great map, but it's not for me. So leave a comment with your suggestions and keep an eye out for the next mini-series season, but like I said, it's going to be full length, just alternating between this farm and another farm. So big farm, small farm. Alright, so my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and this has been the Delomerheim farm. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next season.